Now, let's understand, there was some magic that happened, and Fwank, that the whole Fwank speech thing was just beautiful.
And our first.
And so Diamond and Silk, let's see if I can blow this up a little bit, because it's going to be, there we go. That's a little better. Maybe move this over. Diamond and Silk really opened the show.
Speakers today really need no introduction. We all
Well, then leave the stage, obviously.
know them. We all love them. Diamond and Silk. Will you please join me?
And I think that's Brandon House, the guy who does he exec produces and directs all the Mike Lindell videos.
Welcoming Diamond and Silk.
What time does Ted Nugent go on is what I want to know.
Americans make some noise!
Americas make some noise?
Oh my goodness, I am so happy to be here in Wisconsin. I love you all. Thank you so
I've never been to East-Consin, but West-Consin is...
much to Mike Lindell. He is truly a patriot. You all give it up for Mike Lindell.
Yes, give it up for Mike Lindell. He paid for us to be here.
I want you all to know that we are in the United States of America. Not
Oh, yeah. All right. Get it right, Wisconsin. You are not Canadians.
not the United States of China, but the United States of America.
Are they serving weird food at the concession stand and it was confusing people? What?
And I refuse to accept communism, socialism, and Marxism.
Okay. Yeah, no problem with that. Please continue.
We stay in the land of the free and the home of the brave, not slaves.
This should be like a home of the free, land of the brave, not home of the not me, not land of the slave. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Now y'all know why we here.
No, because he paid you $10,000 to be there, and he buys ads on your show.
Because it seemed like somebody wants to silence our freedom of speech.
That's what it
They do? Oh, well, they're doing a terrible job.
seems like.
But we can't let that happen.
No, please don't.
Thank God for Frank.
Hold on, wait. Why am I getting... This is the problem with... No. Hold on. This whole thing. I always have to broom some of the people selling stuff in the Facebook chat. It's a good sign, though. It means our numbers are up. And of course, thanks again to the trolls. We've got a few of them today. I really appreciate your eyeballs and adding to the broadcast. And remember, YouTube and Twitch don't really care if you like the show or not. They just want you here, as do I. So thanks for being here.
Speech. Now, they don't want us talking about some things.
Oh boy, here it comes.
When it comes to this 2020
No, they don't want it. Definitely not.
election.
No, they don't.
They keep telling us that we can't call it election fraud.
No, you can call it that. It just isn't true.
But what they want us to call it?
I guess the Biden presidency would be probably the normal thing if you were, if you're Americans participating in democracy.
They borrowed the election. Well, if you borrowed it, how about you give it back?
Rock solid. I see where you went there. This is good. Yeah. It's like a garden hose.
Yes. You know, I really don't understand the left. They ran around for 4 years pushing Russia collusion and election interference for 4 years.
4 years.
And then after the election of 2020, when we say something, they want to call it an insurrection.
Well, no. You can say anything you want. No one's calling your complaints or even your bullshit about the election an insurrection. No one. Really, no one. What you might hear and see is people calling the storming of the Capitol and the beating of police officers, where one was tased with his own taser so many times he had a heart attack, and others died, and others committed suicide because of what they've been through, what they've seen, and the experience they had that day. And then, of course, that a member of Trump's supporters was actually shot because she tried in a large group of people to breach the Capitol while someone outside built a gallows while yelling, "Hang Mike Pence." That would be the insurrection part, just so you know. What you blather on Rumble, nobody gives a shit. Seriously. I mean, I'm sure there's some social media terms of service issues that you guys are having. That's between you and the companies that you choose to put your shit on. You don't have that problem on Rumble. You don't have that problem on Chat-It. You don't have that problem on Telegram. You don't have that problem on Gab. You don't have that problem on Parler. There's no frank speech. That's been bullshit. They're just playing videos. It's just a website. None of that is an insurrection. Nobody, honest to God, do your worst. Feel free. But the part where they charge the Capitol and we're beating cops is the insurrection part. Just to clarify, dum-dum.
No, it's not an insurrection. We want election transparency.
That's right.
Yeah, you have that. Talk to your representatives in the red states that he lost in.
And sometime with the left, because everything goes over their heads, you got to start at the bottom.
At the bottom, baby.
Well, congratulations. As Trump supporters, you're like inches away from where you need to be. Go ahead.
A lot of these people took an oath to uphold the Constitution. The first question is, was constitutional laws broken?
What?
No, they were not.
If the answer was yes, that means there could have been some voter irregularities.
That's right.
And possibly...
Well, I mean, technically speaking, there can still be voter irregularities and you don't have to violate the Constitution on a statewide level. So just so you know.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to call it like it is.
Call it like it is, Diamond.
Voter fraud.
That's right.
Voter fraud? Okay, good.
So you all know they're doing these election audits across the country in Arizona and other places.
Yes.
I know y'all like that type of transparency. And all of a sudden now the Attorney General announced, here is what he said, I want to make sure I quote it.
Quote him.
That the Justice Department will scrutinize any post-election audits for evidence of voting law violation. But they wouldn't let us scrutinize the 2020 election, but they want to scrutinize the audits.
They're scrutinizing the scrutinizers. You do realize they don't have a problem with people, for example, doing audits and that kind of stuff in general. It's that there have been multiples of them. The problem is if you take machines that were used in voting, for example, and then scurry them off to a dark room you only have the key to and there's no cameras there, it's a bit of a problem. You wouldn't trust it if Democrats did it, right? Is that okay next election? Just so I'm clear, if like Media Matters or People for the American Way or any of those groups, like they do an audit of any state that a Republican wins in, and they just take the machines and hide them in a security room where they're the only ones that have access to them, and then they can just go in and out of there with zip drives and thumb drives in their pants pockets. Nobody's checking, nobody cares, and then you use those same machines in the next election. You're down with that? I just want to clarify, just in case.
I have a problem problem with that.
A big problem with that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't need the DOJ scrutinizing anything. What you should have been doing was looking into what happened in 2020.
That's right.
That wind feels so good blowing silk. I love it.
Oh, yes, it do. Blowing like a breeze, Simon.
It is.
So
The wind is blowing like a breeze. It totally is.
Country, you all. And they want us to think that we are divided. But let me tell you something. No. We are the United States of America.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We are united.
Hold on. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. I mean, even Obama wished he could say it as well.
And I have a bone to pick with some people.
Uh-oh.
And I don't want nobody to get offended. But I have a bone to pick with some of our Republicans.
Oh,
yeah, this is the part I'm 100% for, just for the record. Like, I'm a big fan of this.
yes.
Please attack other Republicans. I mean, I feel like I just should have popcorn for these moments and just sit back and watch.
Because how can you say you stand for the Constitution? You
Right, you
stand
can't.
up for the American people.
You don't.
And you take and you hand our country over to these left-leaning
That's right.
radicals.
Yeah, how do you even Republican, bro? I mean,
Now they have
yes.
a problem
That's
with us
true.
doing this audit. The forensic audit.
The audit, yes.
To the left, since you all certified, now it's time for us to verify. That's what we need to do. And there's
You couldn't, I'm just saying, from a production standpoint, you couldn't just put them on the screen so that people further back, I guess they don't matter. It's just the giant, you paid for the giant flag. I mean, that's literally from a YouTube channel that's a flag waving YouTube thing that you can, that's free. It's a high-res 4K flag waving thing that doesn't cost you. They do it, they use it all over the place.
There's nothing wrong with voter transparency.
That's right.
We need.
Well, I mean, if you have a bunch of Republicans finding out who voted the other way in a district and then going and threatening the people who voted as Democrats, then that would be the transparency. That's why we have a private vote. It's exactly why.
Some voter transparency.
That's right.
Now everybody is all upset.
They are upset, especially these folks back here in the back. They're very upset that they didn't get there earlier and get a really good seat.
You have a patriot like Mike Lindell standing on the front line.
On the front line.
Well, it's his event, so he gets a seat in the front. I think it's called front row is what you're talking about.
Where is the RNC?
Where you at?
Yeah, where are they? Yeah. Why RNC? Why aren't you there? I agree. They suck.
RNC.
Boo, RNC.
Where is the GOP?
Where you
Where
at,
are they?
GOP?
Where you at, GOP? Where are
Stop
they?
asking
Boo.
us and requesting money for us if you can't fight for us.
That's right. Yes. Stop asking these people for money, GOP, RNC. You're not getting any. It is all going to DonaldJTrump.com, and people contribute. And if you're watching this and you're a maggot or a Trumpster, I don't know why you're not following their advice. Stop giving money to the RNC especially. Please give... I mean, thank you, Craig. I love the pop-up amphitheater. Yeah, I mean, you can just rent it. You know, hey, if damn Yankees can do it.
If you can't fight for we, the American people, I don't plan to give you not one damn dime.
That's right. Yes. Yes, do what she says. Not a dime. Not a dime to the GOP and the RNC. If they don't know that, not a penny. Listen to Diamond and Silk. I mean it. Where's my flashing satire phrase? Hold on. I'm going to get myself in trouble. Hold on one second. This is... Hold on. Pop this up here. Hold on. I need this put in here. There we go. And then I'll fix this. just yeah. Hi. Yes, give all your money to them. Give every penny that you have don't give it to the RNC and the GOP. Give it to Diamond and Silk and DJT. Come on. This is what you want to do.
Not one red cent.
Not
No. Well, and when she means red cent, she means straight up they're friends with China and they're trying to wreck everything. Just I'm saying. Just, yeah, I got to make sure. Hold on. I have to do this in, let's see. OBS. Where we go? Oh, hold on. Where are you? There it is. New Studio Source. There you go. Stream. Oh no. Yes. Source. This is the commentary. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Now it's right. There you go. Now I've got a button for it. Now I won't crash my stuff doing it. Okay. Here we go.
I will be donating my money directly to Donald J. Trump.
Yes, yes, do this in every way. I agree.
If you want
with
money, go get
Diamond
it from Paul
Silk.
Ryan. Mitch McConnell.
Yes, if you want, give it to. Oh my God.
Mitt Romney. Liz Cheney. But don't try to come after the American people,
No.
and you wouldn't stand up for
No.
the American people.
No, that's right. Yes, please, in every
Get
way.
that on off my chest. And to Alahan Omar.
Alahan Omar. If you don't know, Alahan Omar is I guess an Iraqi general. No, he's does anybody know who Alahan Omar is? Alahan. All right. Alahan. Oh no, you're not going to talk about Alahan. Alan Obama. What's his name?
The only thing I can tell you all, if you don't like this country, if you have a problem with the United States of America, you can leave.
She's showing her the exits. This is good. This is important pre-flight entertainment.
You can go north, south, east, or west. You can go.
Well, not south. I mean, I don't think she speaks Spanish. I mean, I don't know if Alan uses he, she pronouns. I don't know what they are.
That's right. That's right.
When you come into the United States of America, you need to assimilate to our ways.
Yes, assimilate to our ways. You must assimilate to them.
Not your way.
That's right.
Yeah. I hate when Alan Omar drives on the left side of the street just because he learned how to drive in England. You know what I mean?
And don't tell me we need to defund the police.
No, I will not.
We need our police officers to protect and to serve.
Agreed. And especially the FBI agents who are having to serve search warrants to people like Rudy Giuliani. I don't want them to be besmirched by the likes of you or Mike Lindell or Rudy Giuliani.
And let me go ahead on and get this off my chest.
Please get it. Yeah, go for it. And by the way, frankspeech.org is right over here. If you haven't subscribed, go to Fwank. Thank you, Craig. Go to fwank.com. FWANQ.com, Fwank, and join us. Subscribe using Amazon Prime. Fwank.
Go ahead on and
please.
get it off your chest, too.
Go head on.
I need to sue Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
She needs to sue them.
Yes. Yes, we do.
For all of this foolishness that they've been pushing in this country.
That's right.
You're going to sue them for all this foolishness. What are the grounds of your lawsuit? Do you have to have standing in a lawsuit of like all this foolishness v. Black Lives Matter?
And stop talking about this critical race theory. It's a theory, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's debatable. It's more of a philosophy. I don't know that technically it falls into the. It's been used as the phrase, as they used it, the word theory, since I think the late 70s when you're talking about CRT, but it does not qualify as an actual theory. It's critical race philosophy, arguably, but that doesn't carry the punch. And if you guys call it that, then it kind of loses steam and it wouldn't make a good Tucker freak out. So.
As far as I'm concerned, it's a conspiracy theory.
So you agree that it's a theory, I see.
Because anytime me and you say something, Silk, they always saying we spreading conspiracy theories.
That's what they say.
But what happened?
Well, not every time you say something. I mean, that ChatDit is actually a valid social media platform. I would call that a conspiracy theory for sure.
When it turns out to be a fact, Jack. They trying to divide us. We can't let that happen.
No. And you know who's worse, who's trying to divide us the most? The GOP and the RNC. Go get them.
Cannot.
We can't let that happen. So Biden is talking about
Thank you, Robert.
building back better.
That's right. Yes, that's precisely what he's talking about.
But it looked like he's building back backwards.
That's right.
Back to when? Like when we created the highway system, or to the 80s, or what 90s crime? Is that where they're going?
Because we have borders that's wide open that should be shut to illegal aliens.
That's right.
We have them wide open. Apparently the Wayback Machine or the time crystal, like Biden apparently went like that and opened the time crystal and did like that, and the wall just went and it just did. Again, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. The wall was supposed to work, but apparently it's 4 weeks away from working, but all the rest of it just does not work. It's so weird. At least the trees are in focus.
And please stop telling me they are immigrants.
Oh, they're not in focus, but the dude with the camera over there is in focus. Do I have to? All right. Nobody cares. I have all my technical issues.
Immigrant, get in line and wait their turn. An illegal alien comes in illegal. When you come to my house and you break in, you are a burglar, not a guest.
That's right.
I see where you're going with that. What if you had a policy for your house, for example, that if there was a tornado outside, somebody could run up and knock on the door and you go, yeah, come on in. But you have to prove that you don't have a house down the block. Go hide in your own house or whatever. But you were able to make that point. But you're like, I can't make that point on the porch. I got a child with me. We're going to die because of the winds and stuff. Can we come in and make the case over there? Would you just leave them on the porch and go, no, you're a burglar. If you try to get in my door, I will shoot you. Just as long as we're using the burglar analogy.
Somebody need to go tell Biden and his regime that.
Yeah, his regime is terrible.
I heard he over there overseas somewhere at some type of summit.
Yeah, I heard that too. I mean, word on the street is. I think it's a rumor though. Are they at a funeral? I don't know why they're dressed for the death of America. That's their. Yeah, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. Is Biden overseas someplace doing something? Is he probably golfing again? I don't know.
I can tell he's leading from the back.
You can?
Yeah.
Cognitive decline, walking in the back, leading from the back, mumbling words. He looked pitiful.
Does he? Did you see the pictures that I showed earlier? I guess not.
It's a shame.
It is a shame. He's some kind of summit. He's just kind of over there.
And it's so sad that that's leading our country. And what you not gonna do, the left, the media, you not gonna lie to me and tell me that Biden had more black people to vote for him than the black president. You're not gonna get me to believe.
Well, you didn't have unconditional mail-in voting then. Which, a lot of times poor and disenfranchised people, especially in areas where, the whites in those areas have denied voting machines in a large, part of these areas, making it available to them and making sure the get out the vote campaigns can adequately provide people with the ability to mail in their votes to raise the number overall. I mean, it's one of the reasons why Trump got more black votes this time, the percentage overall. Well, that was based on the old percentage of registered voters, not the new percentage of people who registered and were able to vote early in a lot of these areas. It grew because all numbers grew. They just didn't grow far enough. They mean Obama.
Believe that. That's a lie. That's a lie.
No, more people voted in this election than the last two elections. So, of course, more people voted, and then the percentage will get more over time. I mean, all of the Obama-Biden voters voted for Biden, and then some Republicans and others who didn't vote at all or were disenfranchised or went, I don't know, Trump this, Trump that, who cares? I don't know. It's as an unknown quantity in 2016. They might have reacted a little differently after a couple of years.
It's a lie.
Do I let Camden go outside when it's not? No, not like this.
That's a lie.
And if y'all don't believe me, all you have to do is go walk in the hood and start asking questions. But the left.
Yeah, everybody at Mike Lindell's rally is going to go walk in the hood and ask black people who they voted for. Please, someone film that. Can we have, you didn't vote for Biden, did you? To do that.
Left, they don't want you to talk about that still. Because they're going to say you spreading conspiracy theory.
Well, no, we just think you're a dipshit. That's not a conspiracy theory.
That's what they're going to say.
You don't actually have a theory. You just go that there's no way he got more, which is just an assertion. It's not quite a conspiracy theory. They took a regime with them. It's true.
No, it's not conspiracy theory. It's critical thinking.
That's right.
It's not critical race theory, though. It's not critical thinking theory. Nathan says that must be why the insurrection didn't work. They took a regime with them. Hey, Hal, hope you're well, brother. Thank you.
A man that hid in the basement. In the basement.
Well, he didn't hide in the basement. He was doing virtual town halls like every 2 days. We were all inside. He didn't hide. He did all, Trump wanted fewer debates.
Campaign. Half sleep. Couldn't get a crowd to show up.
Well, didn't try. It was in the middle of COVID.
No, I'm sorry. You didn't win no election. It looked like y'all may have.
You didn't win no election. Double negative. So he did win. Okay, good.
Stolen an election.
Yeah, that was the issue. It was totally stolen. Yeah, it was stolen by the actual votes of another group of people.
And that's my humble opinion. I can have an opinion.
Yeah.
Yes, you're welcome to your opinion. You're welcome to be a dumbass. It's completely you have every right.
Because the constitutional right tells me that I have a right to freedom of speech.
Well, yeah, but within reason, obviously. You're not going to be able to post, child porn on Chat-It. You might be able to on Frank's Speech, though, if it ever launches.
And we black women in this country. We can speak our piece.
That's right.
You're not gonna bully us into a corner.
No, you're not.
And tell.
No, we're not. No, nobody puts Diamond and Silk in a corner.
Us the.
Now I had the time of my whites, and
shut up. While you destroy America.
Yeah, my question is, why didn't all the VIPs show up? These are the reserved seats. Why are they empty?
You're not gonna do that.
No.
Let me tell you something.
Tell it.
Tell us.
When people
Tell it.
from Venezuela and Cuba come to this country, they come to this country because they have a place to run to. If we, as Americans, do not stand up against this tyranny, where are we going to run?
Where?
We have no place to run.
No place to run.
I got no place else to go. Where am I supposed to do? Canada? Germany? Sweden? Where are we supposed to go?
Because the United States is the...
I'm still stuck on the Sue BLM thing. I don't know where the fuck that went. Where's she pointing to? She's pointing to the exit where Alan Omar is supposed to leave through. Duh. Keep up, guys.
The greatest country on earth. Where you gonna run?
Yeah, where?
You ain't got no place to hide.
No. You can't go to Russia.
These people want to
Norway.
radicalize our children. They want to radicalize the college students. They want you to go along with...
Yeah, we've never had radicalized college students before in this country. Half of the conservative movement, if not, I would argue 80% of the modern conservative movement is made up of former college radicals.
With the radicalization, you should say hell no to Jim Crow Joe.
That was written in all caps. I'm totally digging Silko Silk's hype action right now.
Now forgive me for my little cousin, but you know hell is in the Bible.
Yes, it is.
Well, yeah, it's kind of, you don't really have hell without the Bible. I mean, it's more than just in there. It's kind of a crucial, it's kind of a coin flip, really.
Oh, yeah, I'm just tired.
And somebody just yelled, and they can all go to hell.
All of them can. Man, I'm just so tired of this.
Well, imagine how we feel.
Yeah, and I want to sue the whole government, too.
Yes.
Yes, after you get done, yes. Because that's, Republicans are really known for their litigious nature. I can't take no more? Okay, sorry, Gorilla in the Mist. Then that means you can take more. So thank you, Craig. I'm convinced I can't be radicalized. I'm out. Hell no. Punch on my health card.
You done
Understood.
sat here. We in the midst of a pandemic.
The midst of a pandemic. That's how it spreads, air droplets.
We done gained all of this COVID weight.
All of this weight.
And now come to find out.
We've gained all this COVID weight? What?
Falsey. What's his name, girl?
Dr. Flip Flop Falsey.
Falsey. Dr. Flip Flop Falsey.
Has been undercoverly flip-flopping on the
He's been undercoverly.
American people.
Yes.
And let me
Undercoverly.
just say this. I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
No, we're not.
Yeah, you're talking to a crowd of people who are, though. Yeah, I mean,
You do whatever you have to do for your family.
That's right.
But how dare you try to bribe me with a burger and a French fry and tell me
one French fry? What kind of deal is that? That's bullshit. I didn't even get offered a burger. I just went and got my shot.
I need to stick something in my arm?
That's right.
Well, I mean, what difference does it make if you're making the decision for yourself already? What? Who gives a shit? What? What? A burger and a French fry? One? That's sad. Yeah, stop bribing me with ketchup packets. I don't need a Frosty.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you offer me a burger and a French fry? Yes, it's rude to offer you got a whole thing of fries like that. You're gonna offer me one? She's pissed. She wanted the whole fries. She didn't want the burger.
We still stay in the United States of America.
Yeah, where, you know, in America, we have more than one fry. Just get that straight right now. I'm amazed. Hold on. Yeah.
Right. If you want this to be the United States of China, then take your behind to China. But this is the United States of America.
How many fries do they give you to get vaccinated in China? I just don't know. It's a vaccine meal. Yeah, it comes. It's the prize is a shot in the arm. What? I don't. What? I'm really getting. Yes, this is not China. This is true.
No.
The flag behind you might give you some. All right.
Nothing about no communism.
No, we don't.
I don't know nothing about no socialism.
No, we don't.
So you do know something about socialism?
I don't know nothing about no Marxism.
Wait, no. I don't know nothing about no. That's 3. That takes us back to the original negation.
We do not.
I believe you.
Oh, no.
Now, I don't know what these people trying to push. You got
Well, that's probably why you think it's communism and socialism and not just regular process of democratic taxation.
the Black Lives Matter movement want to emasculate our men.
Really? I just thought they wanted to not be killed by police officers. I thought that was the... Is it masculine to be killed by a cop? I don't understand. Is there something else going on? I obviously do not get the same flyers.
Want to get rid of the nuclear family, pushing to defund the police.
Oh, she's talking about that's not the movement. That's the organization she's talking about. That's what the Black Lives Matter movement is. Everybody who believes Black Lives Matter and uses the phrase as a colloquial statement or a hashtag to try and push back against situations where unarmed black men are killed by the police and trying to mitigate that situation and solve that issue in our society. What they're talking about is the Black Lives Matter organization, who the 3 women who run it, or I think one of them just quit. The 2 women who run it right now are avowed Marxists and don't believe, ascribe to stuff where they want to dissolve the family unit and blah, blah, blah. It's like, China supersizes that shit. It's Greg.
How is that going to help us as Americans? How?
Well, I don't know necessarily that's the part that's catching on. And the defund the police part isn't really, I mean, we're talking about, somebody mentioned earlier, demilitarize the police is exactly what needs to be done, because more funding for actual beat cops would be kind of a great thing, because cops tend to do those kind of shenanigans a lot less when there's a lot of cops around because they don't feel the need to, and especially if they haven't been, pushed as a military troop or something.
And then you flying those flags on our embassies. The only flag that should be flying on any embassy.
Oh, you mean the pride flags?
Here in the United States.
Here! But she means the pride flags, by the way. I don't think BLM flags have been on. I don't know how that's related to BLM at all. It's Pride Month. We are an inclusive society. As a matter of fact, it's one of the ways that when you talk about the kind of countries we have a real bone to pick with as far as human rights go, that we kind of flex a little bit, that we can afford to put a pride flag up on our embassies overseas and the like, to show that we are, unlike some of the countries we're talking about, we are an open and accepting society, and there are legal protections for people like that instead of it being criminalized or what have you.
The States is
because who won't have a pride flag flying on any of their embassies? Just diamond and silk? China. Just saying.
The United States American flag. That's all.
Yes, the United States American flag.
That's it.
Not the Confederate flag. Not the
This is the United States of America, not the United States of Black Lives Matter. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody's really pushing that one. Talk about picking a fight that ain't there.
In this country, all of our lives matter. You have black...
Well, yes, that's what, but Black Lives Matter is the addendum-y version of that conversation. But it means Black Lives Matter also, and that the feeling is that in a lot of these situations that Black lives haven't mattered, and therefore the assertion that Black Lives Matter is a pushback against the idea that they feel like they don't, not that they supersede the meaning of other lives. It's just that there's never been a point where people have had to say Asian lives matter culturally in our country because it's not an issue they face, for example. You see what I'm going at? I don't think they get it. I don't think they understand.
Black lives, white lives, Hispanic lives, Native American lives.
Right.
All of
I don't know. I don't know that that hand gesture is great to do during this conversation. I'm just saying.
our lives matter.
Yes, all of our lives matter. All lives matter. Thank you for Zeke Heiling again. I don't know what's happening, but I don't know why they feel the need to like not understand that Black Lives Matter is an also statement. It just the also kind of softens it, and it's a statement to people who believe or don't care or disregard them. And you could argue that the Black Lives Matter movement is based on the idea that they do, and that the organization itself looks the other way when black people are killed in all sorts of different ways, and therefore, as an organization, it fails the language. But as a movement in general, the public that engages in the phrase Black Lives Matter and uses it freely in a non-coordinated sense, in the same way that we use, the concept of charity, but not everybody uses the Red Cross or the Salvation Army. We understand that we don't limit our charitable impulses in those regards. I think we have a greater understanding of what BLM in general means for a lot of people versus the organization that may not care. I don't know why this is so hard for them to grasp.
Now, for some of you all, if you don't like the United States
Thanks, Bruce. Welcome.
of America, how about you go build yourself an island?
Well, that's what Peter Thiel was doing. He's a big Trump backer. He was going to, I think, declare an oil rig, his own country at one point or something along those lines, and then, of course, count on the United States and the Coast Guard to protect him from marauders and pirates as he hid all of his Bitcoin wallet info there.
And move over there with that foolishness.
That's right.
That's right. Get your own Epstein Island. If you need any help with that, ask Donald Trump's realtor.
But here we're united.
That's right.
And let me
Yes. And, nobody knows that better than the GOP and the RNC. But don't give them a dime.
just say this, y'all.
Go ahead.
I know you all think this is just about politics.
Well, yeah, sure. Yes, it is. Yeah. What you're saying is all about politics. Yeah.
But really, this is about our freedom.
Our freedom.
Freedom to talk about politics.
And what I'm telling people, drop the politics for a minute.
Yeah. Drop the politics and just support Donald Trump over the GOP and the RNC.
Right.
It's time that we get on the same side as Americans.
As Americans.
We need to be on the same side.
That's right.
That's right. Everybody, back Joe Biden. He's the president of the United States. I completely agree. We only have one president at a time. And to unite the country, I think it's best for everybody if you put all this stuff behind you and act like presidents. I don't think that's where they're going.
I don't care whether you are a conservative or a liberal.
You kind of do.
A Republican or a Democrat.
You kind of do.
It's time to get on the same side, because if not, we're not going to have any freedoms. They're going to take it.
Yeah, there's not going to be a side. There will be no sides.
And then you have these people trying to silence our voices.
Yeah, those people on the other side.
Now, I don't know what the Zuck is up with Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. All right. Which is, I believe, a county in West Virginia. No, that's Muhlenberg. Sorry.
But again, he's zucking with the wrong two black women. The wrong two.
What? What the Zuck? Yeah. Can you Zuck with the right to? Who are they?
We have a right to think for ourselves.
That's right.
We have a right to think outside of the box.
That's right.
Right, and you have a right to do it someplace else.
We can be conservative. I can be a Republican.
Yep, never been a problem.
I can stand up for what's right. And nobody, including Mark Zuckerberg, have no right to try to silence us.
That's right.
Well, he's not trying to silence you. He's not going to other sites and telling them to kick you off. He just kicked you off of his site for violating the terms of service, which we all abide by. It's an optional website. I know Facebook seems insurmountably large, but it's not the only game in town by any means.
That's right.
If he was trying to stop you or silence you, he would actively be involved in removing you from other sites instead of his own, right? Instead of just passively telling you to go pound sand.
Don't let these people get away with it.
No.
They tried to brand us because of what happened on January the 6th.
Oh, they tried to brand you? Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't you just try to make it like the people who were involved in that insurrection and the people who just support overall election fraud stuff in general, on the web and whatnot, are one and the same? So you're the one who's taking the people who attack police officers and saying they're the same as everyone else who didn't on that day.
They tried to deem everybody as white supremacists.
Well, no, not everybody. Just the white supremacists, I think.
Diamond and Silk is two black women, and they even called us white supremacists.
They did? That's ridiculous. I don't know who they are. I'm sorry, was there a statement from Mark Zuckerberg calling Diamond and Silk white supremacists? Was that, do you remember what?
And the last I checked, I'm fully black from the crown of my head. Don't you let them do it.
Don't get it twisted.
No, do not let people tell you that two black women are white supremacists.
Honey,
I don't know who the they is, Robin. I don't know who called them that. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Problem with letting these Democrats know. You the one created the white supremacy.
That's right.
You the one created the KKK.
Yes, you.
Oh, I see this. We're going back to the Dixiecrat stuff. They do this on the show all the time.
You the one brought in Jim Crow.
Yeah, you have to understand a lot of these folks down here actually support that shit. I'm just saying, you're not going to make that many friends.
And I don't let them live it down.
No, we don't.
Now, I know the
Never.
left don't too much care for Diamond and Silk, but I could care less.
That's right.
That's right. Yes. If those people that know who you are, it's amazing how many don't give a shit.
I know the left is upset with Mike Lindell and Frank's speech, but like in the words of...
No. I'm only upset that it didn't launch as a website that actually is a social media network. It's really just a posting site for his own videos, and he's got his own TV channel on there. Like, this is, and he sells pillows. This, I mean, like, what is a moral hazard? Jab or no jab mandate? Rose, I'm like this is just him posting politically friendly videos for himself, where he can sell pillows to cultists.
Words of a famous person, frankly, I don't give a damn.
The words of a famous person? You mean a character in Gone with the Wind? What, famous person? Okay.
And please forgive me, but
I can't. Okay, I'll try.
I'm so upset with the way our country is going.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the Republican and the Democrat Party. It looks like it's one dirty bird with two corrupt wings, and we got to get rid of the corruption.
That's right.
That's right. Yes. There is no difference between Republicans and Democrats. So if you're voting for a Republican, you're basically voting for a Democrat anyways. So, I mean, honestly, Republicans, don't vote Just stop voting. No one cares. This is, I mean, you might as well be voting for another Democrat.
Right. Come on, girls.
If the entire political, yeah, it's a good point. If the entire makeup of our political system, both parties are one giant corrupt bird, and apparently they run the entirety of the government, and the Democrats who are in charge of everything also run the media and everything else, and America is that big a shitstorm, you know you can go to another one. You can go someplace else. You can go north, south, east, west. You can make your own island.
Yes.
We can't move to 2022 until we solve what happened in 2020.
Come on.
That's right. Please don't move on from 2020. Please do not. I think it's important that you just stay dug in on 2020. Don't start working on who's going to get elected in 2022 or working on candidates or vetting people or trying to get issues on the board or pass bills or any of that stuff. No.
Come on.
And I know we was all on the Trump train, but it's sad when you have your own trying to derail the train.
That's right.
Yeah, it's terrible. Wait, what did Silk do?
And that's what bothers me with all of this.
Yeah, that's what bothers me too. Tell them about the Republicans especially.
Don't let them bully you into a corner. We are Americans, you all.
Yes.
We still stay in America.
That's right. Most of us stay right here, except, of course, our military serving overseas or expats that work in other countries or our ambassadors or just foreign staff or the soldiers in Afghanistan that Biden's working to bring back, and he's going to bring them in by September 11th, and that'll be egg on the face of the Trump administration who were saying this whole time that they could bring them home, and they're not going to, and these will actually happen. Yeah.
Do we not?
By the way, watch for probably mid-September or late August. Lots of Fox News stories about how Biden is cutting and running from Afghanistan, and that that he's leaving our allies holding the bag or whatever. Like, all the hand wringing and wailing and gnashing of teeth will be a joy to watch.
You stay in America.
Where you have to act like it.
You have to act like it. She's very erudite in her accent.
These people taunt us with words. They
did. They use usually that. I mean, I've learned a few things through spanking myself, but none of it good.
Bully us.
I always prefer words.
Yep.
They call us names. They demonize us. They marginalize us.
That's not right.
And they think we're supposed to sit back and.
And again, what was your problem with Black Lives Matter as an organization? Was it the victimizing language that they use?
Take it.
And take it.
We don't have to take it.
No, we don't have to take it. I think it's great. Yeah.
Speak out against this tyranny.
That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Speak out against the tyranny.
Right.
What Biden,
which is, if you don't know, is the Earth First movement.
Is doing to America. He is destroying it.
Yes, he is.
Right.
President Trump talked about putting Americans first. People.
Well, he's America first, and as a brand, like with a TM on it.
Thriving.
Yeah.
People coming up.
Yeah.
And now look at what's happening.
Yeah.
You got people sitting around collecting welfare, and they call it.
Yeah, they're collecting welfare. I don't know how much more of this I can do. This is like, there's still 10 more minutes of this bullshit.
And it's stemless.
Welfare.
You got Biden talking about, oh, he done created all of these jobs. No, Jim Crow Joe. You ain't created one job.
Not one job.
Stop giving these people money to sit down and allow them to go back to work.
That's right.
Allow them? Allow them?
Right.
What? Allow them? They can go back to work anytime they want.
Back to work.
How shitty do you think Americans are that you just in general think that people are that lazy en masse? That guy's had enough. He's just done. He's like, Ted Nugent is never coming out.
I just don't know what to say about this. This is not
Well, it's never stopped you before.
a presidency to me. This is a regime.
A regime.
It is a regime. I agree.
He was installed.
It was an installed regime, which is, if you don't know, requires a B695 gasket and a like about 1.5 foot of rubber hose.
By the swamp, not elected by the people.
Come on, that's right.
He was installed by the swamp, not.
Well, you haven't seen plumber's crack until you've seen it from a gator in the swamp. Hold on. Block there. Block there. Thank you. I don't know what a regime is.
By the people.
But that's, I mean, yeah, way to unite us as a country. Silk, thanks very much.
You know, they don't want you to talk about that.
No.
But they ran around for 4 years pushing Russia collusion.
Russia.
And the only thing I knew about Russia was that Russian dressing that I put on my corned beef sandwiches.
That's right.
Okay, I'm done. I can't. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. Corned beef with Russian dressing on it? What the I mean, that's all right. I put up with a lot of shit during this video. That's where I draw the line. That is it.